play right, cause they can't miss. All about the game, that's a code switch. Serving up the truth, call it ruthless. Tune in and get your fix from Blake and Vish Sports.
We did have one that we wanted to get to from Zamora Gilos. Apologies.
Oh wow, you actually nailed the pronunciation. That was pretty fluent.
Yeah. So Zamora says, also thank you for the $5, much appreciated. Hey guys, great show. Thank you again. How exactly do you think Shanny, also known as Kyle Shanahan, revolutionize football this year with Lance at QB? I'm going to defer this one to Vish first, put him on the spot, and kind of, I guess, get what he thinks Shanahan.
So first off, the Niners have maybe the most diverse run game in the NFL. Like usually guys that specialize in the zone run scheme, the run scheme that Alex Gibbs and Mike Shanahan made very famous, they usually run a lot of outside zone, inside zone, and they don't have a lot of variations off of it. That was one of Sean McVay's early problems with the Rams when the reason the 6-1 front worked was because they didn't have any sort of power trap, counter run game variation that you could use to counter the 6-1 front. It shut down their outside zone, and when they didn't run outside zone, they ran inside zone. Now, McVay, LaFleur, all those guys have gotten more creative through the years, but Shanahan is easily the most diverse. Him and Mike McDaniel, they specialize in everything in the run game. They're a really good outside zone team. They're a good inside zone team. They run power scheme well. They run everything, every run scheme. They run it. The Niners run it, and they run it well. Now you add the quarterback element of it. Now it adds the entire set of read option plays, right? Like zone read and all of those type things. So you add that in, and that's going to be revolutionary. Well, Baltimore has a very, very cutting edge run game with power scheme and Lamar Jackson with running the read option plays and zone read. The thing that I think is going to separate the 49ers is now you have the running element of the quarterback to go with this diverse run scheme, to go with the fact that you can run the football not just with the quarterback, but you can run it with your running backs. You can run it with the receivers. You can use motion to create advantages, specifically how you run it. And then you have all the variations with the quarterback run game. You add in like bash, all of those type things, which apparently they were practicing, by the way, which is cool to find out. You add option plays, which are from college. And then you throw this all in to the fact that they have a play action pass game that's married with run and pass, where that's why they use a ton of motion and stuff, because they try to make everything look the same, and they make and off the run action. That's how they create a lot of space to throw the ball in play action. You add all of that together, and yeah, I think it's going to be cutting edge, and it's going to be the kind of scheme that, McVay can't take an aspect of it and implement it in his own way to his offense. LaFleur can't do it because they don't have a running quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess like basing it off like Greg Roman's offense in Baltimore with Lamar, some of like the read option stuff, the power stuff, just the QB keepers, like I feel like those type of plays will just be implemented. And obviously Lamar's so great because of how shifty he is and just ability to, I don't know, make a man miss, be twitchy, and just win overall. I mean, you also look at the running backs and what it forces the defensive end to do is basically just kind of stop and wait for Lamar, and that helps Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins. Pretty much any running back on the Ravens is averaging like 5 yards a carry. And they're all usually pretty good, but it's mainly because of just what Lamar Jackson does. And I feel like that's also going to be implemented with the Niners, and you'll see their running backs maybe averaging just so much yards a carry, and they already do. I mean, you see the Breidas, the Jeff Wilson Jr.'s. I mean, any running back looks great, Mostert. But I think that'll also just be kind of added as well to the Niners, and when they are doing read options, and it kind of just takes one of the D linemen out of the play, and the fact that they have to account for the quarterback. And I think that opens up a lot. I mean, we saw with Kaepernick how great his running is, and clearly when you don't or when you do go after the running back on a read option, what's going to happen to the quarterback that is uber athletic, and Trey Lance, who just looks like who is a physical freak and looks like he can just run linebackers over because he did that in college. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they can dial up just beyond the simple, I guess, read option stuff.
Right, and that's really what it is. It'll just be the diversity of their run game will just be unlike anything we've ever seen. And then you add the play action pass game element to it, and the way they'll be able to set up their RPO pass game all of those type things. It's going to be fun to watch. Now, I don't know if we'll see the full thing. I think this is the theory of what it could be, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.